Hello, Dr. Shaw here, and welcome to another episode of Teaching Humanity Remotely. Today I want to speak about the need to see ourselves as we are. Now, I know I've spoken about this before, but I've been getting some questions regarding this subject on my professional website, which is learnwithmeremotely.com. So please continue to look at that website and address me through that website in any way you need so we can talk about topics that are pertinent to you. So my friend and I talk about this all the time because we have been doing work on ourselves, which means that we are reflective and we are intentional about what we want to achieve and what we pay attention to. And after we understand our intention and we try to practice our intention, afterwards we reflect upon how we showed up to that experience. And we would often discuss that seeing seems so not enough. When you're in the thick of just seeing yourself as you are, it seems like it takes forever and maybe no movement's really happening. But the truth of the matter is that as we watch ourselves, as we see ourselves as we are, we first of all build stamina to increase the muscle of patience and of seeing with as much objectivity as possible. Because we all have blind spots, so there are areas that we're going to miss entirely. But the more we practice seeing ourselves as we are, the stronger and longer our attention gets, and so we can start elongating and moving towards those blind spots. So seeing ourselves as we are is so critical, because unless I see myself as I am, I won't know where to begin to practice in the areas that I want to have some improvement upon. I need to see it. And even though it feels like nothing's really happening, and it could take years to just see myself as I am before there's any real movement, I need to understand, and I only see this afterwards, that all that time that it seemed like nothing was really changing or moving, it was percolating. The movement was percolating. It's almost like I look at it like this. When I'm in complete darkness, when I'm in a really deep place of despair, by the time I really understand that place, I'm already going towards the light. So it's as if the change may seem like it's not happening by just watching and witnessing and seeing myself as I am. But through that exercise, the exercise in and of itself is the momentum for change, even though it seems like it's very, 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 very slow. It's like we're not aware about how the earth spins. We're not aware about each movement, right? But we can see the clouds move and we can witness night and day. And so there's movement happening that's so slow and so subtle that we're not really aware of it. So it's kind of like that. It seems like just witnessing isn't enough. But while I'm witnessing, I am building up a kind of new muscle. I am building up stamina, and I am coming to new understandings, and eventually change does occur. For example, I'll speak for myself, and this is a perfect example. Throughout most of my life, I wished for self-love, self-respect, and self-worth. And I really didn't get it until, let's say, I was 54 years old. But for a number of years, since I started with that wish at maybe the age of 10, there was very slow movement. Everything that was happening was part of my wish. And eventually, when I was 54, I got it. So I do think that change is slow, but authentic, real change can only come from seeing myself as I am. So it is a critical step. And I think what is needed, while it seems like we're just waiting for real change to happen, is to just remember that that change, that transformation that I'm looking for, is percolating even when it seems like I'm almost staying still. There is subtle movement, and the more I exercise that muscle of seeing myself as I am, the more I understand the process of the settled movement, the need to be patient, and also the trust that change is really happening. And I and a number of my friends who are in the same age range that I am, we all see that, wow, there really was a transformation from way back then to now. It just seems like there are moments where it seems like we're stuck. But in those moments that we're stuck, if we are really intentional and reflective, and if we're honest with ourselves, we'll see that there's percolation happening. It's just a little slower than we want. So just embrace that and trust that, and know based on experience that it's not just blind trust. It's actually trust that we can say, well, you know what? I have made accommodations and I have made movement in this area, and now I see that I'm working on another area and it's slow, but it's steady, and I know it's happening, and I know through experience that this kind of big transformation occurs very slowly. And along the way, I always need to see myself as I am. So until next time, please feel free to look at my website at learnwithmeremotely.com. Thank you very much.